Life struggles, happy moments, bad times, and unforgettable memories.
Join us as we talk about our lives and share a laugh or two with us as we bring you along on our crazy journey called life. Welcome to Two Wives, One World.
Hi, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of Two Wives, One World. I'm Nikki.
Hey, everybody. I am Cass, and we are back for another episode. As always, we are excited. We are ready to get into it, and we are ready to spend this next half an hour with you guys, however long we go. We love doing it. We hope you love it as much as we do.
Absolutely. So, Cass, what's in your cup today?
Oh, boy, let me tell you what's in my cup. I guess for starters, I have this, it's called Zak, Z-A-K Designs, and it's a water bottle. It has a little pink water bottle cap. But we have a couple princesses on this bad boy. Ariel and Cinderella are my two favorites, so I had to get it. I like Rapunzel too, but Ariel and Cinderella have always been my two favorites. But I actually brewed some Southern sweet tea today, so that's what I'm having today.
That sounds good.
Loaded with sugar. I'm still not that great at it yet, but we're learning. We are learning. Nikki, how about you? What are you having tonight?
So I actually have 2 cups tonight because I'm weird. Exactly. I'm drinking out of a reusable Starbucks cup. And I'm having cappuccino in it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm weird and I like to have something cold when I drink something hot. So I have a nice glass of water in a mason jar.
Nice. So. Classic. There we go. Perfect duo. You cannot get any better than that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Especially this close to Christmas.
I know. And I'm like, I don't know if I've said this before, but I hate hot drinks. Like, I'm not a hot drinker.
Mm-hmm. I like cold drinks too.
Like, I don't like hot coffee. I don't like hot apple cider. I don't really like hot chocolate either. Like, cappuccino's the really only thing I drink that's hot.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of hot chocolate either. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to hate on hot chocolate or anything, but I don't know if I just drank so much of it that I'm sick of it now as an adult or what, but I'm the same way. I'll drink a hot coffee, but I prefer it to be iced. I prefer cold.
Yes, me too.
So, I guess let's go ahead and let's just get right into it. What do you think?
I agree. So today we are talking about social media. And Cass, would you tell us what social media is?
Yes, I actually whipped up definition on my handy cellular device. And it says that social media are websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. Pretty straightforward definition, but what do you consider social media? Like, if you had to define it in, I don't want to say normal words, but if you had to describe it in maybe a more simpler term or in your own words, how would you describe social media?
Some people's life.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like we're going to talk about this later, but I feel like people put way too much on social media that doesn't need to go up there.
Yep.
But I guess to sum up social media, it's just a way to stay connected with people that you know, that you don't know, that you want to know, you know. So I know I personally follow people that I don't exactly know in person, and I know I'm not the only person. Like, I know there are a lot of people that are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, creepers, whatever.
Oh yeah, especially Instagram.
Yes.
Especially Instagram.
So, since we're talking about that, what are some of the social medias that you have on your phone?
On my phone, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have Snapchat. Those are like the 3 that I really use. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you would consider Pinterest social media. Do you consider it? Well, I don't know. Yeah.
I do just because you can add friends and like look at their boards and stuff.
That's true. So yeah, I think those are the 4 that I really use, especially Facebook and especially Snapchat. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit sometimes I find myself reaching for my phone and automatically opening the apps, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to be on my phone this much. But it's like an automatic response. Like it's almost like an addiction, but I don't want it to be an addiction. Like I'm trying to kind of narrow down my time on that
Right.
stuff, but it's addictive.
It really
What about
is.
you? What would you say your top social medias are on your phone?
I use Facebook and Instagram a lot. I don't really Snapchat that often. Like, you're the only person I really Snapchat. And, like, if somebody Snapchats me, I'll Snapchat them back. But, like, normally I'm not a Snapchatter. But I use Pinterest a lot. Pinterest is how I planned my wedding, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. In your job, too? Can we talk about the door that you created?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
If you guys didn't know, so at my job, I love Christmas, so I decorated my office with like a little Christmas tree, and I put like garland around my desk, and I had a little bit of extra time one day, so I decided to decorate my door, and I have like a window in my door. So the outside I made look like an elf body, and you stick your head in my window, and it says take a selfie, like an elf. So you look like an elf when you stick your head in my door. It's kind of funny.
That is so cute. I love it so much. See, the internet's a great place.
Got that idea off of Pinterest.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like social media is a great thing. It really is, but it's very addictive. Like, I don't know if you have the same problems that I do, but like even sometimes at work, like if I have some downtime, it's like almost my entire break I'm scrolling through social media. And it's like, whoa, I gotta stop. Like, I need to do something else. I have to read a book or I have to do something.
I'm trying really hard to get back into books. Like, I love reading and I love stories. But like you said, I get on my phone and I can't get off of it sometimes. And I'm really trying to change that. Like, Justin and I have been watching a Let's Play on YouTube of Resident Evil, the second one. And so, like, we spend that time together at night. But at the same time, like, we both spend a lot of time on our phones, and we're trying to get better at that. So trying to spend that one-on-one time together is really important to us.
Aww. Yeah, I definitely feel like social media can affect relationships. For
100%.
Sure.
100%.
Like, I know, well, long story short, one of the people that I dated before, I actually found out that they were going behind my back because of Snapchat. And that's back whenever Snapchat had, I don't know if you remember or not, but when Snapchat, like the first 2 years of Snapchat being a thing, you used to be able to click on somebody's name and it would show their top 3 friends that they Snapchat.
Yes, I do remember that.
This said person that I'm talking about was the person that they eventually got together with after we broke up, was their number one friend on Snapchat out of nowhere. So that would cause issues, that would cause fights. And, you know, this person, you know, some of my exes would comment like, oh, you're so cute on girls' pictures on Facebook, and or love, or like, well, this is before you could love react pictures, but like would like their pictures and make it obvious that they were like drooling over these people. And that would cause arguments. Like, I definitely feel like it can affect relationships. Now, clearly it's not an issue. But before, oh, I used to be so insecure. So insecure.
Well, and I mean, like, whenever, I guess if you're just dating somebody and you find out that they're going on, like, Instagram models, Instagram pages, and, like, liking all of their pictures, and it's like, it makes you feel insecure about yourself because you're like, well, I don't look like her, and why do you like me if I don't look the way she does?
Exactly.
You know, and it's just, social media can be so good and it can be so bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think one of the reasons, I don't know, I mean, sure, it'd be cool to be famous, but I think one of the reasons I wouldn't want to be famous is because of all the backlash you get on social media.
Yes.
Honestly. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd be able to log into my social medias because I would obsess over reading all the comments and all the stuff like that. I don't know, it would drive me nuts. Or being trending on Twitter for something controversial. Like, I don't know. It would be rough.
I don't think I could do it. I'm glad our podcast isn't like blowing up, actually.
I know, right?
As cool as it would be to like be noticed around, like to be noticed by a lot of people, at the same time I'm glad like we're still just a little podcast, you know what I mean?
I know, me too. I mean, I'm more than happy for more people to come on and watch us, but
Absolutely.
I mean, I know some of the people that I follow, like in the beauty community on YouTube, they have some hateful people commenting in their stuff, like telling people to go jump off a cliff in nice words, you know,
But like, why?
I don't know. It's like, if you don't like this person that much that you want to send them death threats and you want to bully them, don't even watch them. Don't, you know what I mean? There are a couple beauty influencers that I don't like on YouTube, but I don't go and watch their YouTube videos and comment hateful things. Like, people just need to get over it. Like, but anyways, do you use Reddit at all? Or what's that other one? There's another one. Or Tumblr? Do you use either of those ones?
So I used to have a Tumblr when I was like an edgy teenager, but not so much anymore.
Oh, me too.
Justin uses Reddit a lot. It's pretty much he just goes on and like looks at memes, and like I think they're called subreddits. I might be wrong, but you can go on and like look up things you're interested in. So like, for example, Justin's interested in like fish keeping and fish and stuff. So he joined a group on Reddit where people like talk about their fish tanks and how they take care of certain fish, and that's been awesome for him because he doesn't have anybody around here that's like super interested in it.
Right. So it helps you connect with other people that have similar interests. That's cool.
Exactly.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think Reddit's more of a guy thing, because I know Ryan gets on Reddit, but I have never had an account.
No, me either.
So I don't know if maybe it's more appealing towards men. Like, me, I don't know.
Oh, another one, and it just popped in my head because I'm watching Justin play a game as we're talking. Discord. Justin talks to his friends on Discord all the time.
I have a Discord account that I talk to a couple of my friends on, but it's very rare that we do. It's like, but I know some people that are heavy on Discord and love it, and I'm just like, how do I use this contraption? I don't know what I'm doing on it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I think those, I don't know if there are any other, well, there's Twitter. We have a Twitter account, but I actually disabled my personal Twitter that I had for the longest time just because it got really toxic. Like,
yeah,
we'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about what's appropriate and not appropriate to tweet, but it got very toxic, and I got to the point where I would obsess over what I was tweeting and making sure that it was appealing to everybody that I was following and all that stuff. We'll get into that later, but long story short, I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to see people subtweeting about me anymore, because spoiler alert, you're not being cute subtweeting. And I used to subtweet a lot. Nobody's cute subtweeting. Just confront the person to their face, and it's just not worth the drama. But anyways, long story short, we have a Twitter for our podcast, and for a little bit, I had a Twitter for, like, this is gonna sound nerdy, but like for pop figures and like Disney.
No, I don't think it's nerd.
But I don't know. I don't really deal with Twitter anymore very much.
Yeah, but like, and another aspect of social media, like, it connects you with people that are interested in the same stuff you are. Like,
yes,
it's definitely not nerdy at all to be like, oh, I have a pop figure Twitter, I have a Disney Twitter. Like, you're just reaching out to people that are like you. That's all.
Heck yeah! Dang, you're being inspirational tonight, Nikki.
It's a cappuccino.
It's the cappuccino. If you wanna just be the most inspirational and sophisticated person, crack open a cappuccino.
Crack it on open, because that's how cappuccinos are made.
But anyways, well, I guess that leads us right into our next topic. Posting on social media, what is appropriate and what isn't.
Oh man.
There's so many things.
I really don't want to at people, and I'm not going to. But like,
but we could, but we won't.
Because that's not appropriate. Exactly, not appropriate. What I don't find appropriate about posting about is like personal stuff, like I don't know. It's hard to explain because I don't want to offend anybody. Like, if you post about it, that's good for you. Like, you're okay with putting that out there. But, like, if you're struggling with, like, a eating disorder, and you post about it on Facebook, like, and you can tell the people that post to get support and the people that are posting just for attention.
Yep.
And when you're posting for attention, that's a little bit different than posting for that support. Because if you want support, go to somebody in your real life and talk to them, or join a support group on Facebook.
Yes.
And, like, if you really just need to talk to some friends and they're not around, or, like, you don't live near them, private message them or something. Like,
I think a big difference between the like posting that you have, like, you know, I think it's great whenever people post their stories about their eating disorders, like their before and after pictures. That's awesome. But I also feel like if you're going through it, I don't know, I feel like it's a very intimate thing that you really need to watch with. Joy agrees.
I think she's just barking at me now at this point. But anyway, sorry.
Joy!
But anyway, yeah, I just feel like really intimate personal stuff should not be shared on Facebook unless you're sharing your story or you're looking for that, like, support. And you don't have to straight out come out and say, hey, I binge and purge, you know, pay attention to me. You could say, hey, I need to talk to some friends. Would anybody be able to help me?
Yeah. I think that's a nice, appropriate way to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like I said, if you're just like one of those people that are, I don't know, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody.
Exactly. And that's not what we're trying to do either. Like, if you're one of those people that does stuff like this, we're not saying you're a bad person. We're not saying you shouldn't post about it. We're just saying that we personally feel like there's an appropriate way and an inappropriate way. And if you are acting like an attention seeker and you're lying about these things, then that's 100% inappropriate. I think that's what we're basically trying to get at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
put it. So what's something you think is inappropriate to post about?
Oh, man. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so there's this person on Instagram. And at this point, Nikki, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But I feel, okay, so if you are posting about your fitness journey, cool. If you're confident in your body, cool. But there are certain things that I don't want to look at on Instagram. Like, if your Instagram basically becomes a thirst Instagram where you're posting pictures of your body and boomerangs of your booty and all of that.
Your hip bones.
Yeah. And you complain about all these guys sending you inappropriate messages. What are you expecting? You're a private Instagram account. You're showing off your body, and it's just inappropriate. And this person is just, it's not, in my opinion, it's not classy the way this person goes about it. And I mean, good for you. If you are posting about your fitness journey and you want to show your progress, cool. But if you also act like you're a victim to people sending you inappropriate messages and saying inappropriate things about yourself, don't post dirty memes on a daily.
Thank you.
Don't basically ask for the attention.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate. In my opinion, that's inappropriate. Like I said, if you do it, good for you. That's cool. You're allowed to. It's your body. But I personally, and we'll get into this after we talk about inappropriate and appropriate, but if your employer gets on there and sees that,
oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine.
You could be in deep trouble, especially if you are working with the public and you're working in childcare. You could get in serious trouble.
Yeah.
So that, long story short, just if you're going to post strictly about your body and then you complain that that's all you hear about.
And we're not talking about like showing off your body because you're feeling confident. We're talking about showing off your body for attention.
Exactly.
When you're laying naked on your bed and you take a Instagram post about it and you're like biting your lip and trying to look seductive, that's one thing. Showing off your body and being like, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling great today, that's another thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not adding anybody. I wish I could, but we're not. And if, like I said, if you do it, good for you. But if you're going to do it and then complain that people only see you in a certain viewpoint, I don't know what to tell you, sis, because I don't know. But yeah, to me, and also another thing is we don't want to hear about your family drama. I don't want to hear about your family drama. I don't want to hear about your drama with your ex-girlfriend or with your ex-boyfriend, including names. I don't care. I really don't care. If I post, if I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see 17 paragraphs in one post out, attacking someone, that's Facebook bulletin styled back in 2008. Go ahead and attack someone on Facebook bulletin. This is 2019. Nobody, take it up with them. Like, take it up with them in person. We don't want to read about it on Facebook.
Exactly. I don't get it either. I hate when people fight on Facebook. Like, I don't understand trolls. I don't understand trolls whatsoever. And I don't understand, like, calling somebody out on Facebook or on Instagram.
Yep.
Or on Twitter, whatever. Any kind of social media. Like, if you have a problem with them, just private message them or talk to them in person or give them a call. You don't need to at them on Facebook for the whole world to see that you're angry at them.
Yeah. I agree. And I used to be that person. I'm not going to sit here and lie.
Oh, I was too.
Oh, man. I used to subtweet people. And it's like I've gotten to the point now. I don't know if it's because we've graduated college and we're married, but I don't thrive off that stuff anymore. I used to. Oh, man. I used to love it. Like, oh, I'm going to post about this person. They're not going to know I'm talking about them. And now I don't really care. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really want to talk bad about anybody anymore. Like,
right.
Especially on Facebook.
My old Twitter, like back in high school, Twitter was savage. I was so mean on there. And I went back and read some of them, and I was like, why would I do that? And we're going to talk about that later, too. We're skipping ahead pretty far. But, yeah. We'll talk about us now versus us back in the day on social media.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a fun one. So, with what I said earlier about your employer seeing your social media, Nikki, is it important in your job field to showcase yourself professionally?
So I had a whole class on this in college, about how to keep your social media clean, how to keep I can't even hold a glass of wine or a cup of beer in my Facebook post just because it looks unprofessional, whether my Facebook is my personal Facebook or something else. Like, being a teacher, we are held to a higher status because we work with children and we work with the public, and everybody that goes through an elementary school knows who you are. Yep. So, yeah, I went through a whole class about how you need to watch what you post on social media, watch what kind of pictures are posted. If you're tagged in a picture with alcohol, untag yourself, or ask the person to take it down, which I don't normally do that, just because if you see me holding a red cup, that doesn't mean there's alcohol in it. I might be drinking water.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I worry about it. I would never post it, but at the same time, if it gets posted on Facebook, I just untag myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody isn't gonna hire me because I'm holding a red Solo cup, then shame on me, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. It's social media can make or break a job for you, definitely. And it's
Yep.
not just in the teaching field, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
People will look
Especially.
you up on social media. It doesn't matter if you go by a different name, they will find you.
And I feel like there are different professions that are okay with certain things being posted, but like for your instance, you're working with children. I work at a bank. I deal with the public a lot. So I don't want somehow something that I post or something that you see me doing on my Facebook profile to come back and hit the bank and be like, oh, well, the bank hires this type of person. I don't want that. So I'm I've always been pretty careful with my Facebook, and some people, oh my gosh, I was scrolling through Facebook today, and people that have family members on Facebook, I don't know how they post half the pictures they post on Facebook.
I don't know either.
It makes me uncomfortable because I have family. That's basically, at this point in my life, the only reason I even still have my Facebook is so I can stay in contact with my family and with my best friends on Facebook, and everybody can communicate with each other. I'm not posting pictures of my thirsty Thursday in front of all my family and my, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Especially with family members. Like, there are some girls that post very revealing pictures on Facebook, and they have like their grandpas on there and their great uncles and their dads and their siblings, and I'm like, girl, put it away. Like, nobody wants.
Why would you in the first place? Like, attention. I don't get it.
I guess I don't know.
I mean, security. I mostly use Facebook to see my nieces. Because like my two nieces live near Philadelphia and my other nieces live close to me, but like they're so busy that I don't get to see them as often as I would like to. So being able to see pictures of them is a big reason I stay on Facebook, and like just family members and friends and whatnot. But the only thing I feel like I ever post on Facebook is pictures. Like yesterday, you too. I flooded my Facebook with wedding pictures.
They were all beautiful, by the way. Anybody that is friends with Nikki on Facebook and you haven't looked, go look at her wedding pictures. They're beautiful.
They are. Brianna Rush is an amazing photographer. If you ever need anything, just send her a message. She's awesome.
Yeah, and she's very nice too. She's very personable. She's she's cool. But yeah, guys, check out her pictures if you haven't. Anyways, yeah, pictures, posting pictures. And what else is there? Excuse me. I usually do like pictures, and I do a lot of memes.
I love your memes.
I share a lot of memes. But other than that, no, you're good. This is kind of funny, but so Facebook has the memories option on the side where it shows what you posted, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And every day I look at before I look at my memories, it'll say like 11 memories or whatever. I'll look at that before I click it, and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to bet you there's one dog post, there's one cringy quote about a heartbreak, and like a weird selfie or me talking about something. And then I look and I'm like, there you go. There's my dog post. There's my cringy heartbreak quote. And there's something else. And I always like make bets with myself to see what cringeworthy thing I shared years ago. But
mine's always like about Justin normally. Back when we first started dating and I was like, oh, it's our 2-month anniversary. I love you so much. Like, now I'm like, we've been together 8 years. You're all right. I'm just kidding. I still love him just as much as I did back then.
Aww. I wish I had my old Facebook from like 2007.
I wish you did too.
I know I had some cringy stuff on there. I know I did. Ooh. Okay.
Anyway, going off of that, what do you think the differences are between like a 12-year-old posting to a 20-year-old something posting to a 50-year-old something posting?
Oh man, okay. So I feel like 12-year-olds go crazy with emojis. Like I just feel like they blow up with emojis and like TikToks and filters and all this. I feel like that's a lot of what 12-year-olds do. Like our age group, I feel like it's a lot of pregnancy announcements, weddings,
engagements.
Engagements. I graduated college, I graduated high school, all that stuff. And then with the 50 plus, I feel like they post a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
So I think it's crazy because like they complain about us being attached to our phones, but I feel like they're more attached than we are sometimes.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are. I will wage for that. They
Me
are.
too.
And we're not hating on anybody. You know what I mean? You get your Facebook, get your, whatever, but man. They post a lot. And I wish I could post as much as them. I just don't have anything exciting going on in my life. Like, oh man, I just burnt my toast I put in the toaster.
Oh my gosh. I know. And like, I know my mom comments on like everything on Facebook. Like, she is not afraid to comment on anybody's stuff. Where like, I'm like, oh, I don't really know this person, so like, I'm not going to comment on any of their stuff or like any of their
Right?
stuff.
Right.
I'm just going to stalk them quietly on Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me sound creepy, but
yeah.
like, you all do it. Don't lie.
Oh, we all do. I'll tell you something that's so awkward, and I've been guilty of this a couple times. When you're scrolling through Facebook, and then you get to one of their very, very old posts, and then you accidentally like it. It's crap. Unlike.
Yeah, like you're deep diving into somebody's stuff.
Yep. And then it's like, oh, they're gonna know I was looking all through their Instagram. I better hurry up and unlike that so they don't get the notification.
That actually happened. I don't know if you've watched the new Fuller House season, but that happens in an episode of Fuller House.
I need to watch Fuller House.
It's good. It's really good. But yeah, I think 12-year-olds are very like that age group, teens, they put all of their emotions out on Facebook. Like, they don't care.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of, like you said, TikToks and
selfies.
TikTok's a social media site too, anyway.
Yeah, it is. I've never gotten into it, but there are some crazy videos on TikTok.
I haven't either. So they post that, and then they post a lot of like pictures with their friends and like doing the duck face and post pictures of everything. Like,
oh yeah.
And it's not just like, oh, I'm hanging out with my best friend. It's like sitting in the orthodontist chair, about to get my braces cleaned. Like, I could see myself doing that when I was 12.
Just went through the Burger King drive-thru, got chicken fries, LOL smiley face, peace sign emoji, like.
And then I feel like our age group, like you said, is a lot of like engagements, and I feel like we don't post that much on Facebook anymore. Like, I feel like our age group is more Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff you see on our Facebook is like mild compared to Snapchat and Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know a certain person that posts like nothing on Facebook, but you hop on her Instagram and it's like every 5 minutes she's posting on Instagram, or
oh yeah,
she has like a private Snapchat account and she posts on that, and only certain people are allowed to follow her. I'm not adding anybody.
No, not adding a single person. Nope, not doing it.
But
yeah, guys, I don't know. Let us know down below what you think so far. Like, do you agree?
Yeah.
Some people post too much.
Like you said, like 50-some-year-olds, like 50, 60, whatever. They're commenting on everything. They're sharing everything. They don't know how to post their own pictures. Sorry, Mom, I'm not adding you. I'm just talking. But like my mom uses a lot of emojis, and that's awesome. Like, but I feel like that's more like that age group where we use like one or two emojis and that's it. if any.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man, like the 12-year-olds, like 10, 15 emojis in one post, and I'm like, ugh, overkill.
And you're like, what are they saying? I don't understand any of this.
I don't get this lingo, this crazy lingo. What are these kids doing nowadays? But speaking of 12-year-olds, how did we used to post when we were in middle school and high school?
I posted everything I ever felt on Facebook and
Yep.
MySpace, which we'll talk about
Oh,
MySpace later.
oh man. Oh man.
I remember I got into a fight with one of my friends in high school, and she called me out on Facebook, and I thought it was the worst thing in the whole world, and I was just like posting about how much I hated her and what she's a terrible friend, why would she do that? Like, I would never post that now. I would be like, hey, what's wrong? Why are you mad at me? What's going on? Like, I would privately message them that. And like I said, I had a Twitter account in high school where I just ripped everybody to shreds. And that's not me anymore at all. Like,
No.
I would never do that.
I definitely feel like we've grown. Like, man, we used to take a million pictures, which is great. Looking back now, it's great.
Right.
But oh man, I used to take some dumb pictures. Like, I used to take some really stupid pictures, and I used to think they were so cool.
Right.
Like 5 of the same selfie edited 5 different ways, post all 5 of them.
Yeah. I feel like we would just get together sometimes just to take pictures.
Oh yeah. Do you remember with the old phones before they had the front-facing cameras, how you used to have the phone positioned like this and take the picture? Man, these kids don't know how easy they have it. They never had to go through that.
Now they have like 4 cameras on one phone.
I know. They're never going to know how it feels to take a picture like this without a front-facing camera and hope to goodness that it turns out good.
Yeah.
Because, man, that was a struggle sometimes. I remember whenever I'd take a selfie, I'd stand in front of a mirror and I would like look in the mirror to see if the camera was positioned right. And it was. And whenever we used to have digital cameras instead of using our phones, we would take pictures with digital cameras.
Yeah.
I miss those days, if I'm being honest.
I honestly do too. Like, Justin bought me this amazing camera, and I like never use it because I just use my phone all the time anymore.
Yep. I know. I was telling Ryan I want a DSLR, but at the same time I told him we just take pictures on our phones.
Yeah. And anymore, like, the phone pictures are such high quality that it's like,
right? Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, 12-year-old me. I posted a lot of music. I posted a lot of lyrics.
Yes.
Oh man, I used to, it was never, now it's like if we hang out, it's like, we'll post a picture. Oh, I'm so glad we got to spend some time together. But man, if I have plans, I can't, like, I'd post something like this. Me and Nikki are going to the mall later, and then probably going to go to the movies and get ice cream afterwards. I'm so excited. OMG. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
I feel like I've posted that exact post. You just added me without adding me.
Man, it was good times though. Like, I feel like social media has definitely evolved. It has definitely evolved. What would you say is the earliest form of social media you remember using?
MySpace.
Yeah. I remember MySpace and what the heck was the do you remember ICQ, the chat? It would go like when you get a chat notification, it would go, uh-oh. And then, like,
I never used that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, ICQ, Yahoo Messenger. I actually got asked out one time on Yahoo Messenger, and I thought it was so romantic. And now thinking back to it, I'm like,
yeah,
okay, no, that's not gonna happen. But
yeah, the earliest I remember is MySpace.
Yep.
I was never like, I got a phone when I was like 14, 15. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think I was 7th grade.
Yeah. I feel like we got our phones around the same time.
Oh, man. In talking about this, it's like, I remember a time where I didn't have a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like kids now, aren't gonna remember. And like, I remember not having technology, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like kids now are always going to know technology. And I'm just gonna say this real quick. And if you're a parent and you do this, it's fine. You raise your child however you want.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing aggravates me more than when children are out to eat, are spending time, and I'm talking little kids, like
Right.
young 2-year-olds, are with their family, are out to eat, are sitting in a doctor's office and are in a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't want to spend time with you. They want to grab your phone. They don't want to play with you. They don't want to play with blocks and play with you.
They want
want
to
to be
play with your
in a
phone.
phone. And like I said, if your child's like that, that's fine. But me personally, no, you're gonna go ahead and play with some Matchbox cars because that's what I did, and I played with Bratz dolls. You're gonna play with me because the time that you're spending on your phone on my social media, you can be spending with me. But anyway, sorry guys, that's a little bit off topic, but
I mean, like,
involved.
I agree, but I also feel like technology is good for kids, but like too much is not good. Um, it's an easy way to distract your kids so you don't have to listen to them complain or listen to them whine or the thing that gets me is whenever you have not even a 1-year-old know how to open your phone.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, and I've seen this with my nieces, and it's not because they're always on technology. It's because they watch everybody do it.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, my one niece, she just turned 1, and she knows how to open a phone and turn the camera on. Yeah.
That's why.
And like I said, it's not because she's always on technology. It's just because she sees everybody doing it. So
Humans are. Yeah. Yeah. And like
she's
I said,
doing
it's
what.
cool. You know, if you have educational apps or whatever, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking just kids that just sit there with their head in their phone the whole time when they're visiting their family. It's like they're zoned out. They don't want to do anything except have their head in that phone. And it's just like, imagine what it's going to be like once they get older. They've always been dependent on technology and social media. It's like, are they ever going to know a life without
No.
technology?
I don't think they are.
That's scary to me.
Going off of that, like, do you remember having a MySpace?
Oh yeah.
Like, kids now have no idea what MySpace is.
Oh, they have no clue. You say MySpace and they're like, what? What are you talking about? You're old. What? You're old. What's MySpace? Do you mean Facebook? No, I mean MySpace. The iconic, legendary MySpace.
Listen, my 5th graders, whenever they think I'm old, I'm like, I'm only 15 years older than you.
Right?
Like, I'm not that much older. But yeah, like, they have no idea what MySpace is. I personally, I think MySpace is so much better than Facebook, just because
me too.
You could make your own background. Your profile was like you.
It was you.
Your top friends, your kind of music, whatever background you wanted. Yeah.
And I'm talking the old MySpace. If you get on MySpace now, it's weird.
Yeah.
But the old MySpace, it was so much fun. I remember getting on like websites that would give you like the little icon things that would move that you could put onto your profile. You'd copy the link and paste it and it would put it on the profile. Man, I'm nostalgic. I'm nostalgic right now.
We did coding before we knew what coding was. That's what it was.
Did. Yeah.
I remember looking for oh no, you're fine. I remember looking like the mouse on your computer.
Yes.
I remember you could like change it for your profile. Yes. And that's so cool.
I know. You can't do that with Facebook. All you can do is complain about your ex-boyfriend on Facebook or call people out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love Facebook. I really do. But I've always been a MySpace person. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I thought it was so much fun. And then, I don't know if you remember, but the big thing in the day was how many comments you had on your picture on MySpace. So it's like, PC for PC, you'd comment on somebody's picture comment for picture comment.
Yeah, I remember that.
It doesn't know what that means. Basically, excuse me, you go onto somebody's profile, click one of their pictures, comment on it. OMG, you're so beautiful. I own this pic now. And then
Yeah, I do remember that.
Underneath you'd write PC for PC, which means basically, hey, I commented on your picture. Go ahead and comment on mine. So then whenever you read that comment and saw, hey, I want to own this picture, you went in and put a header on your picture and put Nikki Lynn 94 owns this pic with like a face. Like and people were living for it. People
it was so nice because you had like somebody that was like, I don't want to say interested in you, but like somebody that was like, hey, you look awesome. Can you please like spread the love? And you would go and be like, you look awesome. Spread the love to somebody else. You know, like now it's just like, ew, look at your root showing, or ew, look at your crow's feet on your face, or ew, why did you wear that? I hate people like that.
I miss the good old days.
Spread love, not hate, people.
Yes, guys. That sounds like a MySpace quote. Spread love, not hate. That was definitely on somebody's profile.
Definitely was. I don't know if it was on mine.
It was on someone's. But sometimes there are certain songs that I hear that will like throw me back to MySpace, like songs that I know I had on my profile. Like one of the songs that I had on my profile was Untouched by the Veronicas. I don't know if you know that song or not.
Yes, I do.
Every time I hear that song, I think about whenever I add that onto my profile, and it triggers me. Like I'm like, oh, like I feel like I'm back in 2009.
Mine were always like Simple Plan. Like I listened to Simple Plan the other day, and I was like, I remember this being my MySpace song, like the one that's like, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. Yes. That was my MySpace song for so long. And then I remember I had a Jonas Brothers background, which was blue, like the tree blue that I have back here, red and white. And it was amazing. And I remember I had Demi Lovato's This Is Me as my song. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I wish we could go back in time and look at our profiles, like how they changed.
I do too.
If you got into a fight with someone, the way that you let somebody know that you were mad at them was to take them either off your top list, off your top friends list, or move them down on your top friends list. Yeah. That is how you piss someone off.
That caused fights so bad though. Like your top friends had to be like your number one, and if they moved at all, you heard about it.
Oh yeah, and you got hurt over it. I'm pretty sure that my ex-boyfriend's still my top friend on MySpace. You know what? While we're sitting here, let's go ahead and type in MySpace and then type in my name and see if anything comes in, because I'm just curious to, oh no, that's not it. That's not it. Oh dang, I thought that was gonna be it.
I'm interested too.
Oh, my old Twitter comes up, and I'm not gonna say what my handle is just because it's so it's private. Well, anyways, this is my my MySpace is linked on my old Twitter. Okay.
No.
So it says, "Hey, Smiley, my name is Cass. I'm taken and loving my summer," with a smiley face. And my MySpace was linked on my Twitter. So let's see if we can get into this bad boy, so we can show you guys what this is all about, because
oh my gosh.
Oh my. You guys. Okay. So it's barely loading, and I don't know if it's because my Wi-Fi is so bad, but so right now I see one person as my number one friend that I don't want to talk about, but I see Nikki Clark on my top friends.
No, click on it.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if okay, so we're waiting for it to load. My Wi-Fi is being crap. It has been crap all day. So let's go ahead and try and do just all my data.
I don't even know how to get into that.
Hmm. Okay, so Nikki, your stuff's coming up. It's like loading. So we're just waiting for the images to actually come up now. But I guess while that's kind of loading, do you remember talking about MySpace? Do you remember how popular the scene phase was? Like the having your hair all the way out here, and you had a scene name, and you had all these scene friends. And like I remember one point in my life, I wanted it so bad. Like, and I don't know. Some of those people that I remember being quote unquote seen, I'm pretty sure they're not doing very well in life. Not saying that, anybody that was seen back in the day is that way now, but a majority of the people that I knew on MySpace that, oh, look at that hair, guys.
It doesn't look that bad.
Those people, it just, I don't know. But let's see if we can get into Nikki Clark's photos.
I'm so afraid.
I know. I really want this to load, but I don't. Let's see.
Don't roast me on here, please.
Oh, heck. Okay, myspace.com/Cassidy Pernesky is my MySpace if anybody wants to go creep on it, by the way. Cassidy Pernesky. I'm sorry, guys. If this, if you're not having a good time listening to me talking about MySpace, I apologize.
Just fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, do it. Anyways, I don't know. I want this to load, but it doesn't seem like it wants to.
Does it say my name? Like, does it say what my username is on there?
Yes. Try and guess what it is.
Is it like? I don't want to say it.
It is.
Is it like my name and then my student ID number?
No. It's. Do you want me to say it on?
Just text me it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I haven't been on MySpace in so long. I don't even know what's on there.
I probably shouldn't have given my name, but that's okay.
People are gonna go like look at yours and then be like, "What is her?" Like look for mine.
Well, find you because you're on my top friends.
even back in MySpace days, we were best friends.
We were best friends. But yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Were you expecting it?
It was either my name in my lunch account or it was this. So. Oh, that's so funny.
So this is a very grainy picture, but for some reason I thought this was such a good picture when I took this. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but I thought that was such a good picture, man.
I remember that picture.
I really thought I was cool. Like, I really thought that I was just the coolest, but
the coolest.
But after our podcast, we might have to try and see if we can log in on our computers and see if we can reminisce about the good old days. But
yeah, mine's not even like coming up.
No, I don't know if it's because we're on our phones or what, but it like seems like it wants to load, but it won't. So I don't know. But anyways, guys, if you had a MySpace, let us know down below what one of your profile songs were, if you remember. If you don't remember, let us know what one of your favorite things about MySpace was or what you wish MySpace would bring back, because I just wish MySpace would come back altogether because I really miss it.
Sorry we talked about that for so long, guys. It was just a walk down memory lane for us.
So what do you think happened with MySpace?
You know what? I think Facebook came. I actually remember my transition from MySpace to Facebook. One of my friends came over to my house and they were like, "Hey, have you heard about Facebook?" And I was like, "No, what is Facebook?" And I like created an account and I was on it more than I was on MySpace just because like it was so easy to run. I feel like MySpace got so intricate. So people got bored with like changing this and changing that and trying to find a code for this, and Facebook was just so easy. Like you made your profile and then eventually so many people went over to that MySpace just kind of died.
I feel like my Facebook was the big thing that really And like you said, it was easy, and I feel like people of all ages could figure out how to run Facebook.
Yeah, that was a big reason too.
I don't know that a lot of people would understand how to run MySpace, just because it is a lot of coding, like you said. It's a lot of copy and pasting. It's a lot of keeping up with maintenance. And it's like, even for us, it got a little overwhelming at times, because if something wouldn't load, I don't know about you, but if I would post something on my MySpace and it would not post, I would get so mad. Like on my profile, I would get mad. And then you have to go in, erase stuff. But at the same time, I also feel like that was fun. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was fun too. But like my mom could never do that. Like she would be so confused. So, I mean, for older people, I just feel like Facebook is easier, and you can see like your children and your grandchildren and your friends and.
Yep, that's the big thing right there is Facebook for sure. And I was actually reading about it earlier, and MySpace was actually technically just supposed to be an advertising website for different ideas and stuff. Yeah, crazy, right? And MySpace actually got their inspiration from a site called Friendster, which I don't even know what that is, but
Friendster.
Do you remember My Yearbook?
Yes, I do. That's how Justin and I actually met. Was that it was it like I feel like it ended up turning into a dating site, which it wasn't supposed to be. It was kind of supposed to be like a Facebook. And it definitely turned into like a dating website.
Oh yeah. My yearbook, the thing that I didn't like about my yearbook was that, oh my gosh, guys, I just want to say real quick, I clicked my connections on Facebook or on MySpace. And some people we graduated with are on here. And wow is all I gotta say. Is looking back at these pictures is wow.
People really change.
Who is this person? Yeah. Everybody's different now. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like,
that's so funny.
It's different now. It is so different now. Everyone is so different now. Why was I friends with this person? I couldn't stand her. Just wait until I show you this, Nikki. I'm not gonna show anybody on here that, without asking them. If I could come across my mom, I would show her, but oh yikes. Yeah, no, I wasn't friends with that person. Why? What? Okay, also another thing with MySpace, real quick. I feel like MySpace was more of let's see how many friends we can get on MySpace. Where Facebook is like, okay, I'm not going to add you if I don't like you. Like, that's more like, I don't know. But, oh my gosh, some of these people on here. Anyways, back to where we were going. I apologize.
So, you guys probably saw me hold my phone up. Since we're talking about social media, I just posted a story on our Instagram page, which is 2 Wives, 1 World. So, if you go and check us out, you'll get to see it.
Ooh, let's see what it is. Oh, it's definitely going to be worth looking at. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to want to do it.
Which currently we are at 29 followers on Instagram, which is pretty awesome to me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, everybody, for following us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and I just walked. Oh, yeah, guys, you don't want to miss this Instagram story post. It's cute.
You have some puppies, a Christmas tree, our beautiful faces, behind the scenes of what I see when we're recording our podcast.
But yeah, I don't want to drag this on too long, guys. I apologize. It's just as soon as we see something from our past, it's like, oh my gosh, we have to reflect on this and talk about everything. Okay, just a couple more things, and then I think we'll call it a night. What do people say is a good age to start children on social media? Like, what age did you start on social media?
I started, I want to say I was like 12 or 13. But that was with my parents' permission first. Like, I wasn't just like, I'm going to make an account. It's so easy for kids to make an email and then make an account without their parents knowing anymore. So, like, my sister-in-law actually made my MySpace for me.
Aww.
And, and then I got on and I did my thing on there. But like, I was monitored, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Where kids today aren't always monitored on social media, which they definitely should be, because there are some real creepers out there.
Yeah.
Today, I would say the age to start social media, this is so hard, would probably, I would say 14, 15 years old. I mean, just because you might be posting a lot of stuff that you're not going to want to see when you're 20 years old,
Yeah.
but you'll be able to look back on those and be like, oh my goodness. And like, a lot of your friends are going to have social media by then, and it's just a way to stay updated. What about
Yeah.
you? What age do you think is good
I
to
think
start?
like 8th, 9th grade, like you said. I remember whenever I originally asked my parents for MySpace, they were like, no, you're not doing it. And then they were like, okay, but we want your password.
Right.
You know, we want to be able to see what you're doing on there. And then, you know, they monitored me. And I mean, I definitely feel like, you know, my kids, once we have kids, are probably going to want social media earlier than that age. But honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to give my kid a phone until they reach middle school, just because. I mean, maybe give them a flip phone in case they need me, but I'm not giving my 7-year-old an iPhone. Like,
Right.
I'm not about to play that game. I had a Motorola Razr for my first phone, and you want to know what you could do on that phone? You can play Pac-Man if you paid $2.99 a month.
And if you hit the internet button, you like hit cancel really quick.
Yes, immediately, so you wouldn't get charged. And then the phone calls were free after 9 p.m., but to other Verizon phones.
Yes, don't call anyone outside the Verizon network, because your parents will find out and they will be angry.
They'll kill you.
Been there, done that a couple times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, a lot of people, when they have kids, like babies, post, like, create an Instagram account for them. And I mean, in a way, that's a good idea, because, like, family and friends can follow it and look at updates of the kids. But at the same time, like, why don't you just post those on your social media?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Because
why does your 5-month-old baby need a Instagram account?
Are you gonna like toss the baton over to them whenever they hit 2 years old and let them take over and post their selfies? Like,
and it's different if you're like a social media, I don't want to say star, but like an influencer.
Yeah, influencer.
Like, I follow these people on, or I subscribe to these people on YouTube, and they have an Instagram account for each of them, their 6-year-old daughter, their almost 1-year-old daughter, and their dog.
Dang, how do they keep up with all this?
And now they're pregnant again, and I'm sure they're.
What you're talking about.
And I'm pretty sure they'll probably make another Instagram for that. Like, I have our podcast Instagram, my Instagram, and then I have an Instagram for Joy, because I would post pictures of her all the time. Like, that's the only reason she has her own Instagram. And that's a struggle to keep up with. I couldn't imagine having like 6 Instagrams account. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know. Another part of me is like, do we want to post all these pictures of our children? Like, is it safe to have these pictures of our children on the internet? Or, you know, am I overthinking? But I know there are some people that post a lot of pictures of their children. And I mean, that's great. But if your profile's public and anybody can look at it at the same time, that's also a little bit scary, because people are just weird.
Yeah, they really are. And like, can you imagine being like 6 or 7, just getting ready to read, and you get on your Instagram and read stuff that like people are saying? That's gonna hurt your self-esteem so bad.
Oh yeah. Yep. And that's also how kids learn bad words.
Well, kids learn bad words no matter what anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I don't know. I feel like that's also a depending on who you are type thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe there isn't any harm in posting pictures of your child, but at the same time, I would want to be safe about it and just make sure that not anybody could look at pictures of my kid.
I agree. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you think putting your kid on social media is okay? Do you think you should wait a few years? Do you think, what are your
Well,
thoughts?
anything. Let us know anything, really. What did you do? Do you have a child? Do they have an Instagram account?
Yeah.
Why don't they have an Instagram account? Just let us know. I know, Emma, you listen a lot. What do you think for your kids? What age are you going to allow them to have social media? I think that'd be cool to hear from somebody close to our age talk about their kids. I think that'd be cool.
I agree.
But I think one more thing we should talk about is how social media helps with careers. So like LinkedIn and Indeed and Monster, and how, sometimes Facebook pages will post about, job openings. Like, that's how I got my job. The Facebook page for the bank that I work at put a job opening on there, and that's how I knew about it. And I applied online, and I communicated with the woman that interviewed me over email. And it was great. And like LinkedIn helped. I have all of my education on there. I have all of my awards, all that stuff on there. Have you ever used Indeed or LinkedIn? Are there any that you like? Or are you more of like in person? I'd rather go talk to them.
So I used Indeed in college because I was looking for summer jobs, and I really should create a LinkedIn account, and Justin has one, and I know what LinkedIn is, but I don't have one. I got really lucky with my job currently, and I was student teaching there. And the principal, they had an opening for a tutor position, and I went up to the principal and asked her, how do I apply for this? And she was just like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it, So I didn't have to do anything too much. But like, I used to work at Big Lots, and they had like a sign on the window, and I walked in and I said, hey, can I have a application? And they were like, oh, you have to do it online. And I was like, okay. I couldn't figure that out either. I struggled with filling out my application online.
Online applications, especially with like the assessments that take 17 hours to complete, sometimes they're complicated.
They're very complicated.
And I feel like the career websites can be great, and at the same time they can also be like not necessarily like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, it's getting late. We're old women and we wake up early in the morning. But I feel like they're great, but at the same time, maybe, I don't know. I still like doing things in person too. Like I said, I found my job online, but I prefer like a hard copy of an application, or, I don't know. It's great websites though. I mean, they're awesome how they're made, but social media is everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's social media.
Absolutely. Just be safe on it. And tonight, I think we could probably skip our rant of the day, because this whole podcast was kind of us ranting about social media.
Yeah. And like you said, no offense to anybody. We weren't trying to offend anybody. It's just our personal opinions. You do you. But that's just our personal opinions.
Yeah. If you want to post your body all over Instagram, go for it.
Nobody's holding you back.
No.
Free country. Do it.
No.
But just know that some people are judging you from afar.
That's the problem with social media. Everybody judges. Everybody has their own opinions of what you do, including us. We do it too.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and also one more quick note. If you have a problem with someone and that said person is your friend, tell them.
Don't go on social media.
Yes, don't go on social media and do it, because all it's going to do is cause issues. So don't do it. Don't do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope maybe it took you back on memory lane. And I don't know about you guys, but I might be trying to get into my MySpace later on, see if I can find.
I think that'd be awesome.
Things.
I need to try to do that too.
I don't know if I even want to look, honestly.
The cringiness. I wonder if I can delete my MySpace.
I wonder if I can delete my memories of MySpace. But yeah, guys, let us know down below. Do you like MySpace or do you like Facebook? Do you remember MySpace? Let us know what you thought. We always have so much fun. I'm out of sweet tea. That is tragic. And I hope you guys had a great night. Next, we're only, let's see. Well, by the time we have this posted, it will be a week
until Christmas.
So maybe next week is our maybe, well, yeah. Next week will probably be a Christmas episode to post.
That's crazy.
Guys, this year's flown by.
It really has.
And we've had a great time here. But I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I feel like I've been going on and on and on. And I could keep going on about social media, but unfortunately, we're working women. We gotta wake up in the morning. I have laundry I need to fold. I need to take a shower, all that fun adult stuff. Load the dishwasher. Yay.
Yep.
But any last comments, Nick?
Just thanks for listening. Follow us on social media.
Yes. Yes.
Subscribe to us on Facebook. Follow us on subscribe to us on YouTube. Sorry. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. We're 2 Eyes, 1 World on everything. Thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next week for our Christmas episode. Well, not next week. Yeah, next week. Would be next week.
I know the year's all just jumbled together. But thank you, everybody, for listening. Our family, our friends, if any of you guys are listening right now, thank you. We appreciate you. Let us know you're listening to us. We want to know. Mm-hmm. And to anybody we don't know, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I want to know everybody that listens. Like,
heck yeah. Awesome. And if you don't know us, say hi.
Yes, please. We're very nice people.
We are. We are very nice. So, I guess without further ado, you know what you're listening to.
2 Eyes, 1 World.
See ya.
Talk to you guys next time. Bye.